All right, Friday night peeps. Look at Baskets with Styles in the building. Hello, darling. Thank you for popping in. Hello, Marlene Wells. Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for popping in. Miss B's Baskets and More says hello, Katrina and everyone. Hello, Miss B. Thank you for coming in. Basket with Styles says happy Friday. Yes, yes, yes. Monique says, hey, Katrina with the gold hearts. Thank you for my gold hearts, darling. How are you? Good to see you. I've been popping hither, thither, and fro all day, y'all, but I've been busy, busy, busy here in the crafty corner. Ooh, and I can't wait to show y'all some things. I've done had some fun today, y'all. But I took Rachel's advice and I rested yesterday. I got off work, went home, we had dinner, and I went to bed. So I was in the bed pretty early. But I hope that you all are having an amazing Friday. There's S. Marie. Hey, S. Marie. S. Marie says, hey, Katrina in chat. I hope y'all are doing well, well, well on this Friday weekend eve. When we get this weekend started, y'all. Y'all look. Y'all know how we talk about eating the stash? I ain't the stash, S. Marie, but I'm jacking these socks tonight. I am jacking these socks from the crafty corner tonight, y'all. I have me some socks I can sleep in because my little feeties was cold last night. Monique says, hello, everyone. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. All right, y'all. So I did hit the streets today, just for a little while this morning. Took my mother out to breakfast, because she hadn't been anywhere in a while, and I just wanted her to know she's loved. So I took her to Waffle House this morning. S. Marie says, I know, right? I definitely took some body wash from my stock yesterday. Okay. I was shopped down here in the middle. Listen, I went to my bathroom. This been a few weeks ago. It's like when my daughter first got down here, and I start seeing the wipes that I buy from Dollar Tree to go in the baskets and stuff. The tag, the big pack of wipes sitting in my bathroom, and I'm just looking at like I'm looking at y'all right now, like, hmm, that is really peculiar. And I'm thinking, okay, do somebody use what I use? Oh no, my daughter done already been down here shopping, honey. I had to put her out of here. But yes, Amanda Gibson says, what are you doing? I am sitting at the table conversing with you all right now, Amanda. We're going to get into some things, though, because I've been out today. Took my mom out to breakfast at the Waffle House because she likes the Waffle House. um, is that Cian's girl? I love the hair. You're such a goddess with extra sun kissed. Well, thank you. Creative Lip Miss Terry is in the building. Says hello, Katrina and everyone. I know I ain't trying to get the hiccups, y'all. Monique Powell says, hey, at Baskets with Styles. Creative Living Terry says, I like your hair. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Terry. Thank you all. Vanita is here. There's my girl with the hammer. That's a wrench, ain't it? She got a wrench. Y'all better behave. Vanita says hello. Hey, Vanita, thank you for popping in. Um, and I did hit the bougie Dollar Tree streets today. I only went to one. I went to the bougie one. Yes, I did. And I've been in there before, but could never find what I was looking for. But today I did find a few things, so I was super excited about that. Um, I did get. I'm gonna show y'all the Happy Mail. We're gonna do some Happy Mail first, y'all. And tonight I do have a word for you, so it'll be one that you'll like, one that you can carry with you every day. But we got some Happy Mail. Catherine Brokenberry is in the house. Says hi, everyone. Hello, darling. I hope you all are having a great Friday. Have y'all been able to get baskets made today? Been shopping today? Or did you have to work today? I managed to score a day off. I got a few things made. I didn't overdo it, but I got a few things made. I am a little bit tired right now. I had to go back to the doctor this morning, and then I took my mom to breakfast, and then I went to the Dollar Tree, then the post office, then to pick up medicine, and then home. So that was my morning, and then I was in here from there from that point on. Um, but all is well. Martin says, "Where are you from?" I'm from Honolulu, Hawaii. I live in Georgia. Monique Powell says, "I had to work today." You did, girl. Well, I scored another low census day. I don't know if that's good or bad, y'all. I might not have no PTO time to go in them vacation streets next year. But I think I'm gonna try. Vanita says, "Hello and welcome everyone. Please double tap the screen or click on the three dots in the upper right hand corner to like this live stream. Also, only positive vibes are welcome. That is correct." All the negativity will be kicked up out of here because this is a positive place to be. Kimberly Showers, I watched your countdown today, girl. Them baskets are nice, nice, nice. Thank you for sharing with us. And you have got to be the most just diligent person about that count, girl. I was like, Lord, I get on here and start counting. They're gonna be like Katrina. They're gonna turn TV off, Kimberly. I did. I got 6 done today. That's 6 gifts done today. I be looking. I was like, Lord, and another 8. This number 8. All right, and this one right here is number 9. I've been feeling so bad. I'm like, I need to go back down to that shed. But I love it. I love it. I love it. Kim says, "Thank you so much. You're very welcome, my love. You are very welcome." Baskets and Beyond says, "Hi, Katrina and everyone. Hello, darling. Welcome in. Thank you for coming." Ooh, there's another wrench in the building, y'all. There is Sedana. Hey, everybody. Hey, Sedana. Thank you for popping in. Baskets with Style says, "I've been making baskets, but at a standstill, have incomplete baskets with missing items in them." Okay. They in the basket, Baskets with Styles. I just playing, girl. You said that you had missing items with incomplete baskets with missing items in them. I knew what you meant, girl. I just playing with you. I just playing. Bonita says no nonsense will be tolerated during this live stream. Amen. S. Marie covering her mouth. She laughing and she crying, girl. Kimberly Showers. She said, "Look, y'all ready for this one?" Kimberly says, "And I skipped number 4. I had to go back this morning and add it in." Girl, I skipped 7, 8, 9, and 10. I hadn't done those yet. I'm going to get them done, though, I promise. Terry says that, "Hi, Sedana." Terry says, "Hi, Baskets and Beyond." And Monique says, "Hey, say hey at Sedana." I can see, but I can't talk. All right, y'all. So, like I said, I did hit the Dollar Tree streets today to pick up some things that I needed that I thought would pair well with some other things. Nina says, "I made 11 Mother's Day baskets. I posted some on the Facebook group. I'm trying to make a YouTube video, but it usually says I'm out of storage." Now, which Facebook group? My group or a different group? If it's in my group, I'll see it because I usually go to scroll through that at night. But I will see it. I can't wait to see it. Well, you know what? My phone be doing that too. I'm so sick of these phones. I just start deleting pictures and stuff. Hey, the gift girlie is in the building. Says, "Hi, Katrina and everyone." Hello, darling. Good to see you. Vanita says, "Baskets." My phone is doing just whatever it want to do. Y'all hang on. Let me pull you back down here. All right. Baskets and Beyond says, "Your hair looks pretty." Thank you, darling. Thank you. Miss Terry says, "What is the Facebook group called?" Mine is Crafting with Katrina G. Okay. And the other one is Basket Makers, Facebook Basket Makers. But my group is Crafting with Katrina G. Y'all go ahead and join my group on Facebook. Show your sister some love on Facebook. All right, y'all. These are those other little hearts that's what they look like, empty. The little stuff in them moves. So I'm gonna do those, and those won't take too long. But Happy Mail or Dollar Tree first? Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Catherine Brokenberry says, I got lucky today. Our job was closed on what? Wait a minute. Okay, now the sent notification week of March 23rd, we got to work mandatory overtime. I sure hope it's over with before Easter so I can sell my baskets. And a girl, I would listen, baby, listen. I wish they would come tell me something about some mandatory overtime. That'd be that one time my phone was malfunctioning and I didn't get them messages. That's like that day. They talking about some when it was storming that the call team couldn't leave until somebody got there, and these roads are all iced up and everything. I didn't get that message till I got home. I was at home when I got that message, and I wasn't going back. Girl. Bonita says, I'm sorry, YouTube basket makers. Gotcha. Kimberly says she wants to see Happy Mail first. Monique said Happy Mail. Oh, there's another wrench in the building, y'all. Lisa my Bell is in the building. Says, good evening, everyone. I'm listening while driving. All right, my dear. We ain't had no trolls yet. Y'all, I'm so excited. Y'all know why I'm super excited? What really makes me super excited, y'all, besides crafting? Can't say crafting. But y'all tell me what makes me super excited. And if y'all been watching my stuff, y'all know. Melissa Hatton is in the building. Says, good evening, everyone. Hello, Melissa. Thank you for popping in. Lisa Bell said, hey, Monique. Tanya says, hello, Katrina. Hey, Kimberly, Lisa. Hey, Tanya. Thank you for popping in. Monique says, Happy Mail. You want to see the Happy Mail first, or Happy Mail excites me the most? Which one you talking about, Monique? What excites me the most, y'all? Come on now. I'll wait. I want 50 thumbs up. I want 100 thumbs up for this live tonight. We're going to push 100, y'all. Hi, Katrina and everyone. Hello, Alva. Thank you for coming. Monique Powell says, it's exciting to see you. It's exciting to see you all, too. Vanita Bumper says, decorating tables. No. I do like a nice decorated table, but not if I got to do it. I like them decorated in my tent so they look decent. Donna Crutcher says, hey, basket makers. Hello, Donna. Thank you for popping in. What makes me the most excited, y'all? Come on. It has to do with people. I'll say that. Donna Crutcher says, selling baskets. I do get excited about selling baskets, but that doesn't excite me more than this. I'm going to say this. My hearts are on their way down here, y'all. Sedona, it used to be. It used to be nursing. I don't get no excitement from that, right? Monique said your grandchildren. Yay! That's it, y'all. My babies are on their way down here. Keisha Fountain says, hey, Katrina and basket makers. Hey, darling, thank you for popping in. No, not my kids, Benita. No, not them. No. The grands. It's my grandbabies. They ain't babies no more, but they my grands. my two grandsons are on their way down here. I'll just tell you that uh, my oldest grandson is 17. Y'all know that. My youngest one is 12, and we're just doing, I guess you could say, round robins between me, my 32-year-old, and my sister to make sure that our boys, are not in the streets doing God knows whatever, um, because we want to keep them protected in this, and I'll just say in this whole arena and leave it at that. But yeah, we're round robbing them, so they'll be popping in here when school is out and popping at my sister's. My oldest one goes to my sister's house when school is in, and he has a mentor that collects him after school, so he's not out in the streets, running the streets, getting into any trouble or just being targeted. Period. Um, and then my younger one, he's where he can do all the boy things that they do, ride bikes and all that stuff. Um,
Love you. Shannon's gonna call me.
okay.
Yeah, you call me. If she calls you first, then you just call my cell phone number and I'll go get her.
Okay.
And bring her home.
Okay, that's what I want to make sure.
Yeah, I got you.
Leave my baby at that school.
I got you.
You leave my baby at that school. I'm gonna disown y'all. Hear me telling her you
Look,
leave my baby at that school.
Mom,
she can't sit.
Let me see.
You got to come this way.
Tell them that's my baby. I ain't gonna leave my baby. It's my baby. I love you.
The other two babies is on their way.
The other Jackie's gonna bring them down.
Yeah, where's her $20? She said she goes.
I said please get it for Mama because I'm just.
Did you tell her that for real?
Yes, I did.
Y'all see what I go through?
I said please get it for Mama.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh Lord, y'all see what I go through? Yes, honey, my grandkids. You see, Vanita, you see why it ain't my children? You see why? You see why it ain't my children? Vanita said grandchildren. Kimberly said, she said, not the kids. No, ma'am. They dates are over with. No, ma'am. Baskets to Cherish is in the building. Hello, darling. Thank you for popping in. She says, hey, Katrina and friends. Miss Crystal is also in the building. Hello, Crystal. Thank you for popping in. Keisha Fountain says, kids got the boot and smacked with the fan. That's right. That's right. Vanita Bumper says, are they on spring break? I believe they are. Don't make me lie, Vanita. I ain't sure, but I believe they started spring break today, today, because they've been at my other daughter's house all day. So Monique says, don't leave that baby. She better not leave my baby at that school. My daughter had my youngest one who's still in high school. She has a soccer game, but it is an away game somewhere out of town. And my oldest one just left with the car to go to work. But she's going to have to leave work and go get my daughter when they bring them back to the school. So she better not leave my baby at that school. As Marie says, please get it from Mama. I know, right? This why it ain't the kids, Benita. That right there. That's why it ain't the kids. Get on my nerves. You got the money? No, I'm broke. All right, y'all. Let me show you some Happy Mail. Now, I have not put this together yet because I know this is going to take me a minute. But all right. So this is basically a flower holder, and it levels up like that. All right, and what I had planned to do with this once I put it together is to maybe put these pops in it. at my when I go out and sell in the street. So that's what I got this for, but I'm gonna have to put it together first to see how this thing functions. Okay. We may have to use it for something else, which either way, it is a rolling cart. We're gonna get use out of it. I have two of them. I got a pink one and a blue one. All right, and I ordered those like right before Valentine's. They came by ship. That's what took them so long to get here. We have Dodge Lover 123 says, "Hi, how are you doing? I am doing fine. Welcome to the Crafty Corner." Sedona says, "It is as adults need spring break from work. Can we have one?" I know, right? Kid, we definitely need a spring break. I need a spring break from work, from crafting, from vacationing, I need a spring break from everything so I can start all over again. um, Dodge Lover 123 says, "I need a spring break." I know, right? It's about that time. All right, so let me put all the pieces back in the box, y'all. All right, so I got them two little old boxes from T the Moo by ship. They shipped them to me on the ocean. So I'm super jealous that them things have been on the ocean and I ain't been on a cruise yet. So this year, I should say. Anyway, I went to the tree and picked up a few things, y'all. So I got the monster cars and trucks. All right, this is one of them. This is the Turbo Wheels Action ATV. All right, and these are cute little boy gifts that I'm gonna use, and I'll show you what I'm gonna use them in. And that's another one, same kind. I thought these little trucks were cute because they do say monster on them, or monster trucks. And then here's another one. This says monster truck. I say, y'all don't sleep on these little bitty toys at the Dollar Tree. All right, I have more of those trucks. But I also picked up the Silly Sense Play-Doh. All right, and this comes 2 in a pack for $1.25. All right. Picked up several of those because they had all these little different combination colors. So I could do girls and boys concepts with those. All right, they also had these character splash balls that they toss back and forth. All right, so I picked up Spider-Man. They had the Avengers and the Hulk. And I picked those up too. That's what the Avenger one looks like. All right, and then they have these little dolls. These little cute little dolls, y'all. This is Serena or Karina. Ain't she cute? I think she's cute. All right, there's 4 of them, 4 different kinds. This is Vieira. I got all 4 of them. All right, and then I picked up these little water guns because why not? Look what I found. Some hand sanitizers. Now, all they had was mainly Spider-Man and Hot Wheel. So I didn't pick up all of those. I just picked up a couple of them to go into some baskets. 4 to be exact. They had a couple of Crayolas. So I got these so I could do some unisex baskets with them. All right, and then, of course, Spider-Man. You know what he's going with. They're going to be together. I don't know in what yet. Well, I know in what, but they're going to be together. Then the Silly Scent Dough is also Crayola. So those are Crayolas. Then I picked up some more plushies because I ran out. I stopped making small baskets because I ran out of plushies. Put all these toys back in these bags. Picked up some more bubbles, the small ones. Alright, and I also picked up these Etch-a-Sketch. And y'all remember when we used to play with these as kids? We had the big ones that had the big knobs on it, and you'd sketch something on there, then you turn the knobs to erase it, or you turn the knobs to sketch and make the lines go certain ways. Well, this is kind of the same thing, except it has they do it with the pen, but they erase it with this here. All right, and I picked up several of those. And I picked up 6 of these. I ain't gonna say several. Dictionary says several is more than 7, so 6 of these. And they're cute. I think that they will go good in the baskets. Alright, and toy-wise, that is pretty much all I picked up. Well, mostly. Aside from the plushies. I did pick up some more plushies, but not a whole lot. Just a few more plushies to get the stuff done. And these are just the bubbles. The little bubbles that I just showed you. Alright, I did pick up candy. Because I was running low on the candy that I needed. You know, I'm not putting all the same stuff in the basket. So, let me see. Let me go back. An entrepreneurial diary. Miss Shamika is in the building. Hello, darling. She says, hey, Miss Katrina in chat. Welcome in. Welcome in. Whoop, whoop. Vonnie Spender is in the building. Says, hey, y'all. Hey, there's my baby Pooh. Unique Creations is in the building. She says, Auntie, I'm here. Thank you, baby. Pooh, I ain't sent your box yet. I just want you to know I keep throwing stuff in it. Every time I look at the box, I'm like, ooh, I think Pooh will like this too. I throw it in the box. So, well, I don't throw it, but you know what I'm saying, baby. You're going to get a nice box. It's coming soon, though, I promise. Shamika says, hey, Vonnie. Miss Pooh. Shamika says, hey, Pooh. Pooh says, hey, Shamika. Vonnie says, what up? What? What up, Dow? MLAM, okay? Pooh Bay. Pooh says, aw, Auntie. Yes, girl. All right, y'all. I picked these up, too. Now, my Dollar Tree is always out of these. So when I saw them, I picked them up. And it's just lip gloss, but there was only 3 of them. So I cleared the shelf. Ooh, I cleared the shelf on that one, y'all. So I'm going to tell you why I bought the toys and stuff. Y'all going to love this one because I was super excited. Not as excited as I am about the grands coming, but I was super excited. All right, because I was strolling through the Dollar Tree, y'all, and I turned around and looked up on the shelves and stuff and the little walls where they hang all the plaques and stuff, and bam! Look what I found. I found them, y'all. I found 11 of these shovels. Because y'all remember I said I done gave up on the shovels. Well, I had. I had given up on the shovels. I was not in there looking for them. And I looked up on the wall and boom, there they were. Thank y'all for all my gold hearts. Pooh says, Vonnie boo. Monique says, hey, Vonnie and at Pooh. Vonnie says, need a B and Mo. Oh, y'all too funny. Vonnie, what you looking at, girl? Vanita says, the famous shovels. Yes, ma'am. I found them. Look, S. Marie celebrating. Girl, I was too tickled when I saw those. Now, that was the good news. Here go the bad news, y'all. So I got all of them. They had one blue one. All the rest of them's green. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. All the rest of them was green, but that's okay. I got everybody else getting a green one. Vonnie said, them shovels. Yes, ma'am. All occasion gifts in the building is, hi, Katrina. Hey, darling. I know y'all laughing. It was funny, honey. But that's why I got all that stuff. So, look at that, y'all. All right, so this is shovel number 1. I'm going to do a count like Kim does, y'all. This is number 1. I got some cotton candy down here. We got the silly dough. All right, this one has the Incredible Hulk splash ball in it. We got our jelly beans, Tootsie Rolls. We got, what we got up here? Sour candy. That's that popping candy. I have more candy that's just around the sides here. We got some bubbles in there. And some, there's our egg right there. What else is in here? Got a lollipop in here. It's up there. Right there. All right, so that is the first one. And that is how I did pretty much all of them are the same. Now, I put this bow on here. I'm going to have to tighten that bow up. All right, but I did get some pool bows, y'all. Let me show y'all these pool bows. Because I'm going to show you the pool bows, and I'm going to show you how they look on the gift. All right, because they're really nice, but... All right, that's pink and gold. You get 2 of each one. This is almost like a brick red. You get the blue ones, the gold ones. It's the other brick red one. Get the purple ones and the white ones. So you get a total of 12 of them. So y'all tell me when I show you this gift, do I need to take this bow off of it and just put something different on there? Or go ahead and use them for these. All right, so this is another one. And I put that white pool bow on it. But I don't know if that pool bow is too fancy for this or not. I don't think it is. I think it'll do just fine, but... we will see. We will see. Oh, let's see. Monique says she's glad the shovels found me. Vanita is beautiful. Monique says so cute. Shamika with the gold and green hearts. All occasion gifts says green is nice. Thank you. Pooh says she loves it. Thank you, darling. Vonnie says at all occasion gifts at Crystal and at Unique and Riri. She throwing kisses and saying hi. Vanita says the green actually looks amazing. I'll try to pop the colors out some because it is green. I know there's not going to be a whole lot you can do, but y'all tell me if these bows are too much. Bonnie says cute. Pooh says send me those gold pool bows, Auntie. So far. Bonnie says, wait a minute, it rolled away. Shoe them Mother's Day bows. $5 a bow. Yeah, I'm going to use them on some Mother's Day gifts, but I'm just wondering, are they too fancy for these shovels? Because I don't know. I think it looks cute, but I also think, no. I might need to dumb that down a little bit. Terry says, nice green shovel. Thank you. Pooh says, do I see chocolate, Auntie? Probably. Where you see chocolate? Oh, well, just the Tootsie Rolls. But they're in, let me show y'all the little, y'all gonna love this too. They are in a shrink wrap bag. Any chocolate that I use, I put in a shrink wrap bag because I got some free bags off Temu, y'all. I thought I was getting me some shrink wrap bags, y'all. And I did. I got some wrap bags. That's how big they are. They little. But I said, okay, well, that's okay. I can use these to put the chocolate in to get so that if the chocolate does melt, it doesn't melt all in my bag or in my gift. And then I can just open the gift and take it out and not have a mess on my hands. So they came in handy, y'all, but this was just, and I'm glad they were free because if I'd have paid for these, I'd have been mad, but I don't think I noticed the size on it when I said, yeah, let me get those. But yes, ma'am, you see chocolate. Vonnie says, yeah, that green is fire. Thank you, darling. Twins Party of Five says, hey, y'all. Thank God it's Friday. Yes, ma'am. Pooh says, praying for your chocolate auntie child. I got it wrapped up, baby. It's going to be wrapped up. I don't have a lot of chocolate at all. Those Tootsie Rolls actually came out of one of them bag of candies I got from that has the chewy, soft, chewy candies in it. So, but I didn't buy any chocolate to go in these baskets and stuff, but I am going to get rid of them Tootsie Rolls in these shovels. So. Monique says, hi, Shy. Bonnie says, it's cute and too fancy. Baby, them shovels, $25, laughing, $100. Okay, but do I need to take this bowls off of it, y'all? Okay, here go the third one. He got a purple bow. I'm thinking the bow might be a little bit too much. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Because I think I might need to change the bow. I need to change one of them bow. If I'm going to use those, then I need to take this one off. Along with the, let's see. Well, I hadn't even put one on this one yet. This one I did with the monster truck. All right, so I don't know. I'm thinking either dumb the bow down or dumb the bow up. I don't know which one. All occasion gift says change bow. Okay, on which one? The bow is too much. Okay, I'll dumb them down then to the other bows I have. I'll do the ribbon and just make a bow. Benita says they're cute, but I would save the big bows for more expensive baskets. Yeah, I'm a switches. I really just put them on there to see how they look. Then I said, okay, I'll just ask y'all tonight and see what y'all think. Vonnie says, love the bows on there though. Just leave those on and do the others with a less fancy bow. I might do that, Vonnie. That saves a lot of time. Terry says the bow is upscale. That's what I said. But I did them too. I was like, well, I'm gonna put these two on here and we'll see how that goes. All occasion gifts says you got some floral ribbon. I do not. And I looked for some today. You know, I know never in a million uses it all the time. So I was gonna ask her where she orders it from because I don't know if she picks it from a floral shop or she actually orders it, but I definitely would like some floral ribbon because I don't have any. Pooh says, big bows. I want them now. I hear you, baby. Let's see. Keisha Fountain. If this phone don't stop jumping. All right. She says, I like the big bow, especially if you're charging the $25. And I hadn't put a price on those yet, y'all. I was going to let y'all do that tonight, too. Benita says, do you have mesh? If so, you can put that on them. Yeah, I do. I've been making some mesh bows on some of these other gifts. But yeah, these actually, they arrived a little bit fancier than I thought they were going to be. And I have more pool bows coming, but I don't know that they might come out the pack looking as fancy as these did too. I hope not, but you know, because I do have the, let's see. not so fancy pool bows. Like this one. All right, so this one is not as fancy, and it's actually smaller than these other ones. So I had a couple of those, and I said, okay, I'll just use that one on there. Oh, and I found 3 more. Oh, I told y'all that already, though, didn't I? I found 3 more of the lacrosse sets, so I made 3 more of the lacrosse sticks. The rest of them are in the house. I'm gonna take those in the house tonight too. But I like the bows. I just think they're a little too fancy for the shovels. So I'm going to use them on something else. Who says, them kids don't give a damn about a bow. They don't. Show throw a shoestring on it and call it a day. I'm joking, Auntie, but very serious. Yeah, I know that. I've said that before, too. They don't. They don't care about them bows. And that was the other reason why I said, well, that might be a little too fancy for that. So I'm probably going to take them off and put something else on there if I can get it off without tearing it up. But either way, I'm going to dumb the rest of them down because, like I said, I only had 11 of these. So I've got 5 of them done. Let's see. Here's the one I didn't show you. This is the only blue one. All right, and I did him in a monster truck. All right, and he just got a regular bow, regular Sam's Club bow that I did. All right, and then of course y'all know I'm Brandon. So this is my information, and this is all the candy that I'm using for Easter. You know, like the parents can read that and look in the basket and see what's in there. I'm not going to list every single candy that's in every single basket individually. I'm putting them all on one little sheet, and that's what they're getting. Keisha said the bow be in the way of getting to the goodies. Yeah, you're right about that. Pooh, my kid's getting a fancy bow because it's coming back to me. There you go. Well, I have not pulled the bow dabber out for anything really other than the mesh bows that I put on the other gifts that are in the house. I did use my bow dabber to make those mesh bows. But yeah, you know, three cuts of mesh and you have your bow. So they're real easy and very quick. Monique says, yes, Keisha, I agree. The Gifty Girl says, cute shovels. Thank you, darling. Bonnie says, hey, Ashley. Did I miss Ashley coming in? Hey, Ashley, I'm sorry. So Donna says, hey, Pooh, and got the gold hearts. All right, y'all. So I did, like I said, pick up more candy because, of course, we got to have candy. All right, so I'm going to build up another one of these shovels. But I'm going to actually finish them tonight because they ain't that hard to do. These little cars, if you all pick them up, y'all see that price tag right there? I'm going to make that price tag disappear. Right like so. All right. It's gone. We got a rabbit up there now. So that's what I've been doing with price tags, y'all, is just, if they won't come off, I'm covering them up with these rabbits. And this was a free roll I got from Temu, y'all. You know, one thing I have noticed about Temu is if you do get any free items from them, you'll get those before you get the stuff you actually ordered. I don't know why that is, but yeah, I'm definitely, all the free stuff is arriving. It's the stuff that I ordered that hasn't got here yet. R.A. Baskets. Miss Ashley says, hey, Monique. Um, Alva Barnum says, shovels are cute. I made the pink and blue ones, girl. They didn't have no pink and blue ones. I went through the whole store. I looked for the mom cups too. They ain't got them either. So I said, girl, you better get these shovels and just be glad you found some. And that's what I rolled with, y'all. So everybody else, I promise you. Everybody else getting green. Green. Because that's all they had. One blue one and all the rest were green. Miss Ashley says, that's a nice magic trick. Now you see it, now you don't. That's right. Put that sticker on there in a minute. Look, and if you can't find them, I got these little thank you stickers for free too. I'll throw one of them over the price tag. Thank you. Ashley says, have you seen the green Stellas? Nope, I did not see those. Sure didn't. Girl, my Dollar Trees, I told her, everybody knows I have a bougie Dollar Tree and then the ghetto Dollar Tree. Y'all know I'm just gonna call it what it is. And one Dollar Tree don't never have nothing that match. The other Dollar Tree have a few things that match. You can find more there. Their customer service is awesome. You think you walking into a 5-star restaurant when you walk into that Dollar Tree. The other Dollar Tree, you walk in there and they're like, you lucky if they say hi. You say hello. So, I mean, that's how they are there. So I know they hate to see me coming because I come out of there with a great big buggy full of stuff sometimes. But the bougie Dollar Tree, man, they have stuff, but that part. Miss Norma Boone is in the building. Hello, Norma Boone. Thank you for popping in. She says, hello, Katrina and chat family. Alicia says, good evening, everyone. Hey, Miss Alicia. Ashley says, oh, Lord. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So that is how I take the price tags off of some of this stuff that has price tags on it. And those silly cents, they got that engraved into the cup, y'all. You'd have to unpackage the cup just to get to that sticker. So I just cover it up. Once they buy it, I don't care if they know it's $1.25. After they take plastic and stuff off of it, but you have to unseal it and open them up in order to get that sticker off. And I want them to stay stacked together so that they fit on the shovel right. I don't have to move them around because I'm a little lazy like that sometimes. Pooh says, so Auntie, I'm what? Look, Pooh, I'm meme stupid now. I these little symbols y'all be using sometimes. I'll be like, I don't even know what that is. What is that? Not getting them glasses. What glasses? More information, Pooh. You talking about the socks? They in the box. I look, kids' glasses. I got but one pair of LOLs. Orange is in the building. Hello, Orange. Welcome in. She says, hello, my peeps. Got a lot going on. We'll watch the replay. Keep my mom in your prayers. We certainly will. We certainly will. Seeing the green Stellas. Nope. Not at my bougie Dollar Tree. I did not. But I stole these from the shed. They going on my feet tonight. All right, baskets. Miss Ashley says prayers, orange. Vanita says sending prayers. Monique sending prayers. Yes, ma'am. We will definitely be sending prayers for your mom. I do have a word for y'all. All right, now, we haven't gone into the word for a minute, y'all. But I do have one for you tonight. And y'all know, like I said, this book is always with me. The name of the book is God is Always With Me. All right, this passage is called a basket case. Sounds like somebody's having trouble getting out of my driveway. What are y'all doing up there? All right. This is called a basket case. Y'all gonna love this one. Y'all send those prayers up, and then y'all put me some gold hearts in there while I read this. All right, a basket case. I took the load off their shoulders. I let them put down their baskets. And that's Psalms 81, verse 6 in the NCV Bible. People in developing countries typically have few options when a heavy load of some kind must be moved. In Africa, a tribal woman can carry up to 70% of her body weight on top of her head. Physical burdens are, yes, bothersome and require strength and stamina. Spiritual and emotional burdens are the same. All right, the heaviness and fatigue of the soul can bring depression and even a loss of hope. There is great news. We have a burden bearer, one who is well equipped and ready to remove our hands from our heavy load. Our responsibility is to let him do it. Put all of your concerns, worries, fears, and doubts into God's mighty basket and let him haul it away. You don't have to be a basket case. All right. What do you need to put in God's basket? All right. So, while we're busy filling our baskets with gifts for people out there to create memories for them and things like that, we're filling ourselves up. Every little detail of the basket, like these bows. How many times did I think about these bows today? Too many. It's this big on the scale of things in this world, okay? But I thought about it too many times. Just the things that we have to go through every day, making sure our kids have their meals and that they're safe and that they're where they're supposed to be. One of the things that I put in God's basket is the safety of my grandsons, because I'm in fear for them, if that makes sense. And we all know fear is not of God, but you see what's going on in the world, and if you have children and grandchildren and all of that, these are things we think about. What does the future hold for them? So these are things that I've had to learn to put into God's basket. And it's like you're building a basket with God for yourself so that you can enjoy life and enjoy the gifts that will come out of that basket. So don't forget to leave it with him. If you leave it with him, don't worry about it anymore. Let God have it. Let him be in control of it, and he'll take care of it. Put it in his basket. Let him create for you. All right. So everything that we worry about, that we desire, that we think about, that we walk through, that we go through, that we talk about, all of those things needs to go in his basket. All right. So that he can fill us up and give us the strength and the energy to do the things we need to do and send us in the right direction to do those things. Because sometimes we go out on that limb doing them things we want to do and it wasn't God's plan for us, but it was what we wanted. So we did them and we started going in that direction, and and he put a halt to it. I'm a little chilly, y'all. He put a halt to it because that was not his plan for us. So make sure whatever it is you're holding on to that you have absolutely no control over, put it in his basket because he has control over everything. Um, Maria Gonzalez is in the building. Says, hello, sweetheart. Hello, darling. She said, I made it in. Thank you. I'm glad you did. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So that was called a basket case. And um, it got my attention because we're always filling everyone else's basket. And that doesn't just mean a gift basket, y'all. Um, as parents, grandparents, and just as friends, you might be that shoulder that everyone leans on. You might be that person that has to do all the planning for everything going on that day. Because you have kids and your kids you have to make sure they're regimented. You have their schedules out and their food is ready for them because they can't cook yet, or um, they don't have uh, all of the self-sustaining things of an adult yet. So there are lots and lots and lots of things that we have to continue to do for them, in teaching and showing them how to do those things. So we are always putting in other people's baskets. Okay. Like I said, we go to work, I go to work. Let me speak for me. I go to work, I hit that clock, I'm putting into their basket. Okay. When I recover a patient safely from anesthesia and all of that good stuff, I'm putting into their basket. All right. And they may call me a few names when they're waking up or whatever the case may be. Those are things that in my particular job, we have to internalize, and we can't react to them. Even though you want to, you can't, and some days it might bother you more than others, but um, then there's that one day where that patient wakes up, and when they start talking to you, the first thing they say, and I told y'all this was something that a patient said to me, and it just went all over me. It made me feel so good. He said, he said, you're a Christian, aren't you? And I said, yes, sir. He says, I can tell. He said, your spirit is just glowing. I see it all around you. And it made me feel so good. I hadn't had that much of a conversation with him because he was still waking up, so those types of things can reassure you that you're making the right choices and doing the right things and putting God first and letting him lead the way and dumping all of you into everything going on with you into God's basket. All right. And watch how he molds and designs that basket and develops it and gives it back to you tenfold, because he will. He absolutely will. Baskets and Beyond says, amen. I love that. Put it in his basket. That's right. Bonnie said 100. Yeah. Got to put it in his basket and give it to him. All right. Because if you don't, then who else gonna mold it, develop it, design it, and make it uniquely him? All right. Can't none of us design like God. So, I'm all for letting him design everything. All for it. All right, y'all. So we popped on here for an hour. Almost. I need 61 more likes, 61 more thumbs up before we get off of here. I'm just kidding, y'all. Y'all can go ahead and hit the likes. But we ain't gonna stay on here and wait on them, okay? I'm gonna go in here and get something cooked for these boys. So that, because I know they're gonna be ready to eat when they get here. And then I'm gonna lay it down. I'm gonna finish these shovels first because she's not gonna be here for about 30 more minutes. And y'all, it takes me 5 minutes to do these shovels, maybe 10. But I'm gonna show you the shovels one more again. Yay! No, I meant the finished ones. Set those down. All right, so there's the blue one again. All right, then I got this green one. And I got this green one. All the rest of them are green, y'all. With the super fancy bow on it. All right, and this is the other one. This is the Crayola crown one. That's the Crayola hand sanitizer and the Play-Doh. And then here's the one I haven't put a bow on yet. All right, and this is just the monster truck one. All right, so that is plus the 3 little lacrosses that I did. Which, now these, when I did these this time, I used a different plushie. This one I actually stuck down in the net instead of hanging him on the net because these were small enough. And then I just snipped the top there and pulled his ears out. So the little rabbit ears are hanging out, actually hanging out of the lacrosse sticks for these. All right, and that's the other one. Y'all hear my mama yelling at the dog? And then there's my little duck, y'all. I'm going to have to unsmoosh his head because he's looking down at the candy. And I don't want him to look down at the candy. I want him to look up at everybody. So I'm going to fix his little head. All right, but that was the other 3 that I found. Y'all know I got about 15 of these already done in the house. But I figured since they only had 3, I'll go ahead and get those and do them too. All right, so let's see. Did I show you? Yeah, I did. I think I showed y'all the unicorn basket. If not, I'm sure I did a video on him, so I'm not gonna grab him. But let me make sure I didn't leave anything out. Nope. That's it, y'all. That's all I got. LBE is in the building. Hey, LBE. Thank you for popping in, sis. Look, I found the shovels. LBE, I found the doggone shovels, girl. Went to the bougie Dollar Tree, looked up on the wall, and there they were. Catherine Brokenberry says, I found only 3 shovels, and they were out of place in Dollar Tree, all green, but I did 2 for the girls and 1 for the boys. Turned out super cute. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Listen, I'm this all they get, and they had 11 shovels, 1 blue, 10 green. That's what we doing. Ashley says, hey, LBE. Monique says, hey, LBE. Vanita says, all of them look great. Thank you, darling. I'm gonna dumb down them bows though. I ain't gonna use them more than pool bows on there. I don't like that. I think that they too just them pool bows. Look, you will probably never hear me say this again, but them pool bows is just a little bit too fancy for them shovels. So I am not gonna use those. Vonnie Spencer says they are small but packed. Love them. These are the these are the big ones though. These are the big shovels. The remember I did some small ones too. So I have these big ones and I have the small ones. Whoa. So yeah, I was super excited when I found them, but I was a little disappointed that all they had was green and 1 blue one. But that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna make it work. Vanita said, too cute. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Vi says, hey, Lane. Alicia says, those are unique. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, darling. Joyful Steffi says, hi, Katrina. Hey, Joyful Steffi. Welcome in. Welcome in. Maria Gonzalez says, those are so pretty. Thank you, Maria. Alva Barnum says, hey, LBE. I'm attempting to duplicate LLCU on the Jumbo Bunny basket for the babies. She's LLCing you for the on the bunny baskets for the babies. Girl, that's a mouthful. Bonita Bumper says, poor little duck. But he's still cute. I know. I gotta unsmush his head, honey. I I sucked the life. I was probably watching one of y'all's videos and sucked the life out of that shrink wrap bag, but it's okay, y'all. It's okay. Bonita Bumper says, great live stream. Thank you, darling. Bragger Gifts is in the building. Miss Dina says, hey, hey, everyone. Bonnie says, hey, Braggart's Gifts and Baskets, Miss Dina. Miss Gonzalez says, I was late for the conversation, but Matthew 11 shows us that if we bring our troubles to God, he will carry them on his back for us. That's right. That's right. So, um, you got to leave it with him. And if you think of it in terms of filling his basket, put all that stuff in God's basket so he can design you a better life. Okay. And a better life for some may just be that they found a nickel on the ground and now they got $1 million. We don't know. I don't know what a better life for you is. Better life does not necessarily mean money. A better life may mean better health. But whatever it is, put it in his basket and let him design a better life for you. Okay. Maria says, I'm going to go back and rewatch, sis. Okay, darling. Thank you. Joyful Steffi says, amen. All right, y'all. All right, look at that. 45 thumbs up. Can I get 5 more? We got 45, 45. Can we got 46, 46, 46. Looking for 46, 46, 46, 45, 45. Hit 46, 46. Y'all know I'm crazy. Maria says, yes, ma'am. Amen. All right, y'all. So I have enjoyed thoroughly chit-chatting with y'all tonight and sharing that with you, because when I read it, I was like, I really, really, really want to share this with y'all. Because it to me, it puts it in more of a perspective that we can relate to, because we're all, like I said, we're always filling everyone else's basket, be it a gift basket, basket of that they have for you because you're their caretaker, or you're the sole provider, or you're the one who holds all the everything, everyone's life together. The glue that holds or bonds the family and all that good stuff. We definitely have things on our shoulders, in our minds, in our heads, and on our backs that we need to throw into God's bucket, in his basket, and let him design a better life for us. All right. It might just be better ways to manage stress, better ways to live, better ways to be enlightened. Either way, you all keep praying. All right. Definitely special prayers out for Orange and her mom. Y'all don't forget to say a prayer about her, and send those prayers up. And keep blessing each other, because you all are just amazing. You are divinely and uniquely made. And I say that all the time and really mean that. And I love every inch of you. Your creations, your words of wisdom, your tips, your inspiring, your encouragement, all of it. You all are amazing. So you all continue to uplift each other. You all be blessed, but most importantly, be a blessing. Good night, everybody.